Hello guys, this is Dama And Der Heizmeister, and I am here with my buddy Heizmeister. We're going to try to refit some vehicles here for the Ashes of the Empire campaign we've been doing together. Say hello, Heizmeister.
Hello there.
I believe I sent you the blueprint last time we did our co-op. Have you had a chance to look at it yet, or
Not yet, I'm
Okay.
afraid.
I'll just go ahead and spawn it out on the field here if I can find it once again. I haven't made any changes to it myself, so it'll be pretty much the same thing you got. Uh, let's see here. What did I need? Oh yeah, Lazy Boy. Here in the States, that's actually like a brand of recliners.
The lazy
Yes.
boy. Oh. I see.
Yeah, the block count on this thing is like right at 2K, I believe, or pretty goddamn close. If we want to try to reduce it a bit, we could probably take the plow off the front of it. I just put it there to give it a little armor and make it look kind of cool.
I'm just having a look at it right now.
Yeah, this was made before the laser update, so I don't know how optimal it would be. It might need a rework. Oh, and the cat says hello.
Hello, dudes.
Ha. Me and my wife got
Okay.
so many nicknames for that damn cat. I'm surprised he doesn't have an identity crisis.
I see.
I was trying to give it a kind of a desert camo paint job. That's why it was like in that crazy yellowish. But it's got a lot of spaced armor in it. It is. I think I have this running on. Yeah, it's got an injector engine here in the back.
It has way more power than it needs, actually.
I believe it's got shielding. That's probably why it's got the excess amount of power.
Ah, yeah. Okay, I just noticed the shields. I unfortunately had to change the color on these blocks because I couldn't see
No,
anything.
that's fine. I was taking the lazy way out, and I just had everything painted the same color. But it's very formidable, and I used it in that in those. Oh, hey, normal, what's going on? He's just popped into the stream here.
Hello, normal.
Anyway, yeah, I was using this thing in my streams of Ashes of the Empire back when I first started doing this, and this thing was pretty effective against just about everything. It probably could have been a little more effective against aircraft. Just the turret that is currently using is only one axis, so yeah.
We could actually use an output regulator on this.
Yes, this thing was built before those were such a thing.
They're quite handy. I've just begun to understand lasers at all. It's quite difficult, to be honest.
Yep. Also, I'll go ahead and spawn in that plane that I was talking about before we started the stream here.
Oh, okay. I just need to... Okay, where is it?
That is the hail and kill.
Oh, you spawned it in. I thought you want me
No,
to spawn
it. Sorry, I probably should have communicated that with you, but yeah, that's the. It's pretty much just a bomber type of aircraft that launches that big cruise missile sitting on its belly there. I think the aesthetic for it turned out very good.
I'm going to remove the earth-moving equipment from the front
Oh,
now.
that's fine. Like I said, that was just to give it a little more armor to the front and make it look kind of cool.
Well,
I figured it
definitely.
kind of looked like a Space Marine Predator tank, and yeah, I was like, oh, what the hell? Let's just go the whole 9 yards here and put a plow in the front of it, make it look more aggressive.
I see now why you did that. Okay, I'm still going to have a look at the internals. Are those lasers are not on a spin block, are they? Or on a separate elevation turret?
Negative. They're only on the one turret. Oh, Madus, how's it going? I think you just subscribed to my channel not long ago. Thank you for that, sir. Appreciate it. I am a fan of my fans. This aircraft is actually kind of an interesting build because it's it's an even block hull. It's not like an odd block hull where you have like the single.
Why is it raining?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I just kind of wanted to do a double block hull instead of an odd number one because, well, the way those missiles work, they're like 2 meters wide, and I thought it would look funny since I just wanted this thing to carry one big fat cruise missile.
that is one big fat cruise missile indeed.
Yes. I seen that one shot of Bison, and it was pretty awesome. But there's like two different versions for it. This is, of course, the Ashes of the Empire version, and there is a Quest for Neater version where this is just a big dumbfire missile with a what's it called? The thumper head on it. It smacks the ever living crap out of tears.
You know what?
What's that?
I could actually see this being a remote guided missile.
If you could find the space to put the processing cards, yeah, have at it. If you want to.
I mean, it certainly has the right detection components in all the right places.
Yeah, if you want to take it and use it for something, go for it, man.
Okay, if you don't mind,
Not at all.
I'm going to make this thing a little bit dangerous. Ooh. Okay, now back to the laser. I'm still figuring out. So you have shields in there.
Yeah, mostly for the front of it, I think. Or at least I thought I had shields in there. Or are we talking about the turret? I'm not entirely sure now. We probably also need to change out these laser optics for the armored ones, at least the ones that are going to be sticking out the farthest.
Actually, I would like to change all of them to armored ones.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine with me. Just throwing that out there.
I mean, yeah, sure, they cost a little bit more, but it's a well-placed investment.
Madadeuce, or Madadeuce says, I like watching Ashes because the volume limit is so it requires more units, not just one big battleship unlike Neater. Yeah, I could definitely see where you're coming from there. There's a lot of people who favor doing fleet battles instead of the big old battleship style battles. I've been trying to kind of do like a balance between the two in my Let's Play. So far, I think I've been doing pretty well at it. Because, I mean, who doesn't want to see those big old 8-meter, 500mm APS rounds landing on something and utterly gutting it?
Haha! I have done something useful.
Alright, lay it on me.
If we replace all those connectors with laser couplers, we may have increased the price, but we can now modify this laser to be a 2Q laser.
I can't remember if this was a 1 or 2Q laser when I built this.
It was a 1Q laser.
Okay. 1Q is great
and
for
apparently that's 0Q
for
energy.
doing like high-powered shots, though. That's one of the reasons why I like it so much.
Where's the 0Q energy coming from?
I have on accident to see this thing using like 0Q, and it still does a lot of damage. Though it would need like some kind of timer to give it a chance to recharge the cavities. Is there an issue?
I think this requires some testing.
What, using it as a continuous laser?
Using 0Q or continuous, yeah. Yes.
Of course, then we got to try to figure out some kind of timing mechanism to make that work. So that might take like a breadboard or a kind of some kind of crazy ACB setup. I think you might have accidentally disconnected the laser over here on the left side.
Oh yeah, I have. I'm trying to reconnect it right now.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was intentional or not. Madu says, I mean, I like having big warships, but I'm better at cheap span craft under 75k. I'm not good at making ships, so yeah. You could probably do most of the campaign with aircraft if you wanted to, at least up until you get to like maybe the lightning codes that just kind of snipe you out of the sky. But if you went with airships with a bunch of smoke on them, you could probably do okay. The airship that I've been using, actually I got like 2-3 of them now, but the one I'm primarily using, it's got like a bunch of smoke in it, and it's been doing pretty well against the lightning hoods. I actually killed them off not long ago, and right now we're getting into position to take on the Twin Guard. I got like 2 or 3 more factions, and that Let's Play is going to be about done.
I'm trying something out with the laser here. Feel free to build.
Do you still have the laser block? Oh yeah, you do. Good. I wasn't sure if you had the laser block in there still.
Oh yeah, I've not deleted that one yet.
Okay.
And adjust it. Okay.
Was that intentional?
No. No, it wasn't.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Oopsie.
I saw those lasers that you made for that airship. Those look like they were pretty amazing.
Do you mean the main laser or the defensive lasers?
The defensive lasers, the ones that you are using to pop those ICBMs, those are pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, that was. Yeah, thank you. They are actually these short-range lasers, and they are powered by what's it called? The LAMS.
Oh, okay.
Laser assembly.
Well, no, that makes sense. Anyway, they had to be within like what 300 meters for those kind to be set to work correctly.
Exactly, and they won't be working all the time like the main lasers, and I didn't want him to draw power from the main laser assembly.
Also, to answer your questions, Modus, yes, my Ashes, I mean, not Ashes, but my Quest for Neater campaign is with Godly Designs. Because you could fight the Juggernaut. Okay, Juggernaut. I think that's a twin guard unit. Am I correct?
Yep, that's wait, I don't know what kind of classification it is in your Nita version, but I think it's an expert twin guard.
I believe the Juggernaut is a like.
Or regular?
Well, I was gonna say it's a God, what the hell's the word for it? It's like one of those mech type units. I think you need to come out like to the left and right, like one more with the lasers, unless you have a little something different planned there.
What have I planned?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, twin guard mech is what mounted Modus says. If I remember right, the Modus is a 50 caliber machine gun. Am I correct? Those things are beastly. I mean, imagine getting hit with a bullet that's about as big as your thumb. Kind of crazy. Me and my brother actually bought some 50 caliber bullets from a gun show once, just as souvenirs, and I couldn't tell you where those damn things went off to. I'm going to just delete this aircraft here.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to show it off for you guys. Originally, I was trying to make it like a dumbfire torpedo launcher, but that just wasn't working as well as I'd hoped.
Yeah, the thing with torpedoes is if you drop them from an altitude higher than about 20 meters and use dumbfire mode, they are very unreliable.
Yeah, one of the problems I kept running into is like the damn torpedo would go like right underneath the ship. I'm guessing because it had all that momentum from being fired at well over 100 meters a second.
You said under the ship, so it went right
Yeah,
under the ship
yeah,
and out the
pretty
other side.
much.
Okay. Do you have?
I added ballast tanks.
You have a ballast
yes.
tank on.
But that thing was
And
probably coming out at about, I don't know, 150 meters a second when it was dropped. So yeah, I think that probably overcame the ballast tanks just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit, indeed.
Madu says, yes, it is. It's a machine gun. All right, then. And he says the twin guard mech is actually based off of something from Warhammer. I'm not surprised by that, especially because the Titan is clearly something that's been taken from Warhammer 40k. So, yeah. In a way, I think it kind of reminds me of the, I want to say Emperor class, but it might be a Warlord, so don't quote me on that. But it is a pretty, well, aesthetically, it's a gorgeous unit. Also, I forgot to put tracks on these things, but again, this design is somewhat old. I could try seeing if I could do something with this turret here while you're working on that. How well that's going to work, that remains to be seen. Isn't there some kind of bug in Ashes where, I mean not Ashes, but in From the Depths where if you have like a spin block on a spin block, the second spin block can go through the well, I want to say vehicle, but I guess in this case it would just be the turret. Correct me if I'm wrong here.
Yes. Yes, there
Okay.
is. The same applies to turrets on turrets.
All right. I'm wondering if we should consider taking advantage of that bug.
Oh yeah, we could to have lasers with elevation. Yes. Yeah. Let us abuse this bug.
All right. Should we continue with a 2-barrel, or do we want to try to get this down to a single barrel? I could probably go either way with this.
I don't know yet, since I've not finished. We could... Yeah, that's the thing, actually. I've set it to a 2Q laser with nearly the same damage as with a 1Q.
Mm-hmm.
So this means we have double the damage than before.
All right then.
Right?
I
don't know what. How many shots do you have with a 2Q laser?
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, lasers are not my.
No, that's kind of more of an IM Mark III thing, I think.
Yeah.
He tends to have a good grasp on the kind of the wacky. Yes, I am using mimics for this actually. Modus.
Let's use 2 lasers.
Okay. I'm gonna have to widen this turret a bit to make that work, though. But yeah, I use mimics to cover up the laser barrels because I cannot stand how ugly these things are, so that's one of the reasons why I did that.
Oh, actually, we can use mimicked particle cannon tubes to do this.
That's not a bad idea. Thank you for suggesting that.
Yeah, we should be able to mimic the accelerator, the lenses, and the tubes for this laser. Okay, I may have taken out a little bit of fuel.
That's fine.
A little bit more than I intended. You have 3k fuel left on this vehicle.
Honestly, not surprised by that.
Everything else taken up by laser. But I will put it back in as soon as I have reached the desired amount of armor piercing value.
Okay.
Oh, actually, it says right here. 2 Q switches means 2 shots per second.
Uh-huh.
1 Q switch means 1 shot per second. And... let's see, 2 shots per second. Okay, 0 Q switches means 40 shots per second. With 0.75 damage per energy. Oh, you lose out on a little bit of damage there, I see.
Yeah, but you get higher AP for it.
Yeah, that's a trade-off. I see.
You can use a rubber pole to make a mantlet with a mimic. Yeah, I've considered trying that once or twice, honestly.
Okay, so 3 shots, 3 Q switches means 4 shots per second. And 4 Q switches means 8 shots per second. There you have it. I think everything has been cleared up now.
I'm just kind of throwing something together here just for proof of concept. So yeah, don't expect this to be like the end version.
I gotta remember that about lasers.
Yeah, that's basically the principle I used to make Thora Odin's son that badass laser. You said you got like what 50k damage out of that thing, if I remember right.
Yeah, but I am actually tending to scale that down a little bit.
You could probably get
I mean,
away
this
with
is
it, yeah.
overkill. I would like to scale it down to where the laser does so much damage that it insta-kills the first beam on a triple layer, what's it called? Heavy armor. So the outermost heavy armor layer on triple layer heavy armor.
Okay.
I mean, you only need, to be fair, you only need 6,000 damage and 80 AP to insta-kill 1 beam of heavy armor, 1 4-meter beam.
No, I get what you're going with it.
I think, yeah, and I guess that's the block with the most health in the game.
Yes, it's got
it
6,000 health, I believe.
Yeah, let me just... Metal heavy armor. Yes, it has 6,000 health. Although a 7-meter steam propeller has 19,600 health.
Yeah, and it's crazy heavy and expensive.
Okay, granted, I think you can take out the propeller shaft before you can take out the propeller anyway.
That is true.
Which renders it useless. Yeah, some of the huge steam assembly stuff is actually quite durable.
I agree. I'm not quite sure how I can make this turret work right now without sacrificing too much armor. Yeah, this is kind of something that I had in mind here, but I'm afraid it's just going to make it the turret itself kind of tall and ugly.
You can integrate those elevation turrets into the already existing turret.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how to do that.
They can clip through the main turret.
Yeah, but being able to have the lasers connected to them is going to probably be an issue, though.
Oh, right, since they have to sit right on top of the elevation turret.
I don't know if it works sideways or not. Actually,
let's test it out.
I mean, it would probably look better with a wider. Yeah, that might work.
And then we can put the mimics on those turrets as well, so the gun barrels move with them.
Well, I had a thought just here a moment ago.
Oh, enlighten me.
Well, we could try doing this with 2-axis turrets and have them mounted on the left and right side of the turret. You see where I'm going with this? If not, it's cool.
No, I don't see where you're going with that, actually.
That's fine.
Uh,
Let's see here. I'm not even 100% sure if this is going to work as intended or not, so. But yeah, we could just take like a 2-axis turret, like that, and then... Actually, we don't even need a 2-axis to make this work.
okay, I'm re-adding the fuel now.
Okay. I could just go with a single axis to make this work. Let's see here. New object, turret, 1-axis turret. And we'll just have one like that. And then go to here. It's going to make the turret kind of white though, but we can come back and pretty up later. Yes, this will work. Madu says, I use it on heavy, simple weapons because I don't like the looks of the two in the one barrel. Yeah, I get you, man. I'm glad you're not having to build this. This is kind of trippy. Let's see. Energy weapons. We'll go with the...
That's basically how it was for me building the Verdun gun.
Yeah, I remember that very well.
Okay, fuel storage re-added.
I did fuck that up on the workshop, by the way.
Oh, you did? Nice. Wait. Okay.
Something wrong?
No, I'm just having a look at the engine here.
Oh, okay.
And evaluating if I can remove a whole section of cylinders to essentially get more cooling for this engine. No, apparently I can't.
I'm sorry, what is it you're trying to do there?
Giving the engine more cooling.
Okay, it's going to make the turret look a little bit more fatter, but I think we can work with it. So now I can't seem to find the mimic for these huge advanced cannon barrels. Ah, there they are.
Oh, you mean particle cannon?
Well, I'm...
Oh wait, those are 1-axis
Yes.
turrets on the side?
Yeah, I think it'll work like this.
Actually. Okay.
Yeah, it clips right through without much fuss.
Yep, we just need to widen the turret and then we're good to go. And additionally, we can put maybe detection systems.
Oh yeah, I was definitely thinking of adding them at some point. Just gotta remove some blocks off the top here. Yeah, we could definitely make this work.
Is this a tank that always faces the enemy?
Yes. Though I think
Okay.
for the anti-air roll that probably won't be necessary, but
I mean, it's clad in heavy armor anyway. Should hold off 1 or 2 shells.
in theory.
In theory, yeah. So maybe... Oh, well, I could do something with the AI, but first I have to repair the engine.
Yeah, it's got the tank steering setup that I do with ACBs in there. Of course, now I'm worried about going over a volume limit trying to armor this silly turret up. Whoops. No, that's fine. I can make that work.
We sacrificed a tiny bit of engine power.
And what do we get?
For better performance at higher RPM.
Okay. It kind of is just up because the turret on them are so small. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. For a second there, I'm like, what are you talking about there, Matus? And I was like, oh yeah, he's probably still going on about the simple weapons. That's been a bit of a point of contention actually for some of the folks on our Discord. Like one of our longtime regulars, Geo, adamantly hates them. Geo's kind of got this thing about being original, and he seems to think if you constantly make stuff that's like looks like it's from World War II, you're not being original. Which I kind of beg to differ with that, but yeah, Geo's his own man. He I can put a link to it in chat if you want to come check it out. Yeah, give me a sec here. Let's see. Gotta say, ever since you've been making those announcements on your YouTube channel, the Discord's been growing like crazy.
Oh, yeah, I noticed, especially since the last video where I showcased the designs that have been sent in.
Yeah, not that I'm complaining, mind you.
Well, I'm glad it helped.
Yeah, a lot of people are super cool. I like hanging out with them, Mother. They've been pretty good so far.
Oh, I can only confirm that.
Alright, there's your link, sir.
Okay.
Feel free to hop on in, say hi. I gotta warn you though, we're kind of a bit of a salty bunch, so just be aware of that.
Oh, we still have lots of room to play. We're not even approaching the volume limit just yet.
Very nice. I'm thinking we could probably get away with maybe some 90-degree cameras.
By the way, are you placing the armor on those side-mounted turrets, the sideways-mounted turrets?
What's that?
Are you placing the armor?
Yeah, the armor like goes all the way around the actual spin block itself.
So that the lasers are armored when they point upwards.
I think I get what you're saying, but I don't know.
Oh, there's a shield. But yeah, I've essentially finished the rework of the laser.
Okay. You think we'll be able to get by with 90-degree cameras on either side of the turret here?
Yeah, we should.
You can do either or, Modus. I prefer using the app myself, but yeah, you could go through that in a browser, I think. I haven't done it in a long time, but I know it's possible. It's probably some crazy Java creation that can do all kinds of crazy things. We're getting a little close to a volume limit here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That seems to be somewhat of a nemesis in these creations.
Setting a shield drive to 3, by the way.
Okay.
Since I've made the engine more efficient, but it does have less power. Okay. Now, I will just have a go at the hole then. Or do I even need to?
And we'll probably mimic that shut later.
I'd imagine you want to protect this tank against EMP.
Yes. It's got a lot of heavy armor in it, so that might absorb the largest amount of EMP. Alright, let's see how this looks. Now the turret doesn't want to turn left and right. What gives?
Why? What happened?
For some reason the turret doesn't want to go left or right. I mean, it'll go up and down just fine, but not left and right.
Have you set it up to weapon slot 1?
My bad.
Yeah, you can see you can use this as propulsion. Just hopping around.
I know it's sitting on like a 3-meter turret somewhere, but I can't seem to find the turret block.
I see it. I see it. But it's not blocked or anything.
That's weird.
Is it because I'm controlling? No, I'm far away, I guess. Oh no, wait! I am controlling.
Oh, okay. That's probably why then.
Is it working now?
Let's see. No, it's not turning. Oh, there it goes. Holy crap! There it goes.
Yep. Does it work now?
Yes, I believe it will.
Just test it. Maybe just to be sure. Please. We're not over. Okay, we're approaching the volume limit quite rapidly.
Yes. So we might want to try doing the slope trick on the lower armor of this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, we should.
I think I could probably do that up here in the turret as well.
Actually, let's not.
Yeah, we want this thing moving fast. Never mind.
Uh, okay, so I think it's okay if we have exposed tracks. I mean, we could slap some applique on there. And we're over the volume limit. No, let's not slap applique everywhere.
Yeah, let me see if I could do something about that volume limit here. What's the price tag of this thing look like? 45. Yeah, that's getting up there. You ever had one of those moments where you're like working on an old design and you're like, what the fuck was I thinking?
I recently had those moments since I reworked my old designs, at least some of them.
Yeah, I'm having one of those right now. That bought us like another 20 volume. I'm thinking if we use like slopes towards the back here, it'll buy us a lot of volume, and a lot of this stuff will still remain pretty well protected. But yeah, one shot from like a cream cannon going to the rear where this exhaust port is, and this thing is just going to get gutted.
Okay, then we should be extra careful.
Let's see here. That got us like another 30 some on volume, or actually about 23 volume. Leisha Can I just call you Alicia? Because I'm not quite sure how to pronounce the second part of that name there. Anyway, thanks for dropping by and checking us out.
Oh, forgot mirror mode. Classic.
Yeah, I did too. Maybe that's why we get along so well.
Quite possibly, yes. What a move.
I think potentially I might be able to get us just a little bit more volume if we need it. Oh yeah, we're over it right now actually.
Okay. Yeah.
What's
Okay, this is complicated. I was thinking if Would it be okay if we'd add an asymmetrical turret?
What'd you have in mind?
Like still have 2 laser emitters, but they're on an asymmetrical turret right next to each other. I don't know. Do you play PlanetSide 2?
I did play a bit of it back in the day, yeah.
Do you know the what's it called? The Terran Republic main battle tank, the Prowler?
Yeah, that thing that thing could be a beast.
Kinda like this. This thing has an asymmetrical turret as well, with 2 barrels next to each other. At least that's the best how I could explain this
I gotcha. So I made the armor just a little bit more flimsy on the top backside. I didn't really see a whole lot of potential for taking damage there, so I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, probably.
Let's see here. Monty says, I was so confused with what I'd done putting every part of a gun into the turret. What would you say is the best design in the whole game from Neater? Well, are we talking aesthetic-wise? Are we talking, like, I don't know, trying to think of how to word this. Like, are we talking about how powerful the design is? I mean, there's several different criteria where you're not mentioning here. Because I think probably one of the most powerful units in the game has got to be that damn
Singularity?
Yeah, it's the Singularity, but I do believe that they came up with something that could potentially be even nastier. But I haven't had to fight it yet, so I couldn't tell you much about it. It's kind of like one of those motherships that has like several other smaller ships spawned around it.
Is it a Twin Guard unit?
No, actually the Twin Guard and the Scarlet Dawn have designs like that actually.
Oh, so it's a mothership that has multiple just guns around it, spawned around it and held in place via tractor beam.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I think the Scarlet Dawn version is called the Laniakea or something like that.
Yeah, those can be particularly hard to take down because they can just repair spam the shit out of everything.
Good old Twin Guard tank. Ugh.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I accidentally hit the auto adjust on the AI, so now I gotta reset that. We just want the regular auto adjust for the sensors, not the AI, god damn it. The fuck's the AI?
Oh, I am not finished in the hole. Still gotta rebuild the AI.
Yep. There we go. It's set back to its default. Does it have a wireless snooper by chance?
Yes, it does.
Good. So we got 290 cameras and a 360 camera on top of, or on the turret that we got here.
Yes. I see now how we could do this turret.
Okay, what you have in mind?
I just had an idea.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, it's I mean, I don't want to be rude since you basically just rebuilt the turret. But I might have to actually, let's spawn in a second version and change it there so we can compare the two.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and save this version that we made as the Mark II.
Oh, wait, not yet. I've not set up the AI correctly.
Okay.
Because I have basically removed all those ACBs that were controlling it before to make room for the laser.
I guess we just want to kind of have this thing circle at a distance since it's going to be primarily geared for aircraft.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's make that distance 900 meters, or maybe 950. So the laser doesn't lose that much firepower over long distances.
And we gotta hide these barrels. Oh my god, they're hideous. Do we want to keep the name Lazy Boy or do we want to call this something else?
I've not yet thought of a name for this.
Well, one of my favorite Death Clock songs is Laser Cannon Death Sentence. I was thinking something like that. Do you ever watch any Metalocalypse on, what is it, the Cartoon Network, Adult Swim?
No, I haven't.
Oh god.
Am I missing
You are
out?
missing out. Seriously. If you go to their website, I
Okay.
think you can stream all the episodes from the series. It's a little on the old side, but yeah. Mad Madu said, I was just typing that. You were thinking Laser Cannon Death Sentence as well, I guess. But yeah, it's about this band that basically they're like the world's seventh largest economy because they're so insanely popular and they're like a death metal band. They have like all kinds of crazy songs. Like I think one of them is called "I Ejaculate Fire."
Okay.
I'm serious as hell. This is a thing. Laser Cannon Death Sentence. There's another one called Face Fisted.
Charming.
I know, right? The band's bassist, he actually does guitar solos with his penis. Now, I'll send you a clip. You got to see this.
Okay, gets better.
I mean, that's talent. I don't care who the hell you are.
Well, the name I could think of would be... Oh, wait. No, wait, actually... Yeah. Maybe we could call it the Annihilator. Although then that would be a fitting name for the Thunder God's main laser.
Alright, I sent you a link.
Okay.
But I don't care who you are, that's talent. By the way, I might have just like a little bit over an hour here before I gotta get out of here and get my wife's car taken care of, so just a heads up.
Yep, same here.
Well, you gotta fix your wife's car too?
Nope, but I have...
Dinner.
Less than an hour left.
Okay,
yeah.
good. So we're probably on the same page here. Good. Now, you still messing with the AI?
No, I'm finished with the
Okay,
AI.
I'll go ahead and save this dude then.
We can save it.
We'll save it as the Mark II. Alright, go ahead and do what you had planned here.
Okay. This might hurt a little. Did you spawn? Oh, okay, you spawned another one. Where should I do the... on the one that you just spawned?
Either way would be fine. I just figure it might be interesting to
I'm
have them side by side so we can see comparisons.
taking the one that you just spawned.
Alright. Madhu says he's got about an hour before he has to leave as well. Hope you've been enjoying the stream so far. This is something that'll probably do very, very well against all those little fighters that the Twin Guard spawns. I think that's been an issue for several people who played that campaign. Trying to see if I can get rid of some of this stuff that's sitting on top of the tank for you so you can see what the hell you're doing.
Oh, I can see what the hell I'm doing.
Good.
It has instantly despawned.
Not on my end. Well, as long as you can see what you're doing. So how much power were you getting out of that laser? What was the stats on it like?
Let me have a look.
122 AP, sustained damage, 1800. Did you make this a continuous laser? Did you go with the single Q?
It's a 2Q laser.
Oh, okay.
With almost the same damage as before.
Okay.
So actually more damage.
Nice.
I mean damage per shot. That is.
I'm kind of tempted just to spawn something in, have a look, see what kind of damage it does. But I don't want to do that while you're working on that one. Although, that's an idea I haven't considered. Madhu says, I very rarely get to see FTD streams, but he loves them, so I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I'm very glad as well.
I used to do like nothing but FTD streams back in the day, and it gets to be kind of a pain because you have to monitor chat as well as focus on what you're building at the same time. But also, you don't have to do near as much editing, so it's kind of a catch-22. Actually, I think I'm just going to make this thing all out of heavy armor, so yeah. I'm basically making a targeting dummy for this thing to shoot at.
Let me know how the laser holds up.
Okay.
Or if it can even do the damage you want it to do.
Oh, I think it will. I mean, with an AP value of like 122, I think it's going to go right through this heavy armor.
Oh. And we need to move the local weapon controller as well.
You could probably put that inside the turret. I think it might have the room for it.
Yeah, I have more than enough room for this. I'm being very generous with the heavy armor here, by the way.
That's fine, as long as it can still turn relatively fast. Should be okay. And we're just going to put a couple of layers of heavy just to see how long it takes to shoot through it. Grab an AI. Actually, I think I'm going to save this. Save it as the old target dummy. Madhu says, I can't edit because I'm just don't want to have to find a way out how to do it. And yeah. Editing, I'll be honest, I'm really lazy when it comes to editing. That's why a lot of my stuff is just raw footage. But at the same rate, I want you guys to be able to see about everything that I'm doing, so no one can like call me out and say like I'm cheating or something like that. So that's kind of my reasoning for doing that. Anyway, I'm gonna turn off the movement for both tanks. At least I thought I did.
No, mine is moving.
Like the first couple of shots got right through like the first couple of layers of the. Oh my god! It killed it.
Ha!
Yeah, that was like about 4 or 5 layers of heavy metal. I mean, heavy armor.
Well then,
I'm not
I think we have
complaining.
achieved our goal.
I'm just like, holy shit.
Now this is interesting. Have a look here at the turret I'm building. Those two laser combiners are fully connected to the laser.
Yeah?
In this configuration.
Yeah, but you take that connector out and it's, yeah.
And it's only one. Okay, you can connect them this way.
Do you think you would be able to get the laser colors on there so we can make them look cool?
Yeah, I could.
Without sacrificing the armor too much, because that's an issue that I run into a lot with laser turrets.
Why just not have the laser color integrated into the combiner then?
I know, right? I turned off guns. Did I? Oh yeah. My bad. Yeah, I was just turning off the AI so they'd stay still, and then I remembered that they're either controlled by ACB or breadboard, which wouldn't have done us any good, so. Yeah. Oh, you're taking off again.
Goodbye.
Hey, Ion Mark 3, what's up?
Hello, Ion.
Ion Mark 3 says, could put the laser colors underneath the emitters in that arrangement. Wouldn't affect the armor too much. Okay. Me and him and Lilakari have been recording episodes of a co-op for 7 Days to Die. We've been having a lot of fun doing that. I believe the second one just released today. I'm not expecting a whole lot of views on it. I mean, since it's not like FTD content, but I don't know. I just thought it might be fun for you guys to see how we interact and how we build things.
Oh, help. The room is spinning.
How's the room spinning?
It's so trippy
Oh,
building this.
right, because you got that side mounted on there.
Yeah. Ouch.
Didn't you say that gave you a headache last time you did that?
Yeah, it did. Though I normally don't get a headache from such things, which made me a little bit concerned, to be honest.
Mark 3 says the tanks just want to be free. I guess that's back when
They
I
want to
had
be.
the open AI turned on there.
I see now.
Mark 3 says, to be fair, when we were streaming 7 Days to Die last year, people did drop in fairly often, or maybe to laugh at us. He's not sure which. Quite possibly a bit of both, Ian.
I mean, on one hand, we have those laser parts. The main turret, not the side one, armored in heavy armor, and the other one just metal. Doesn't make sense.
I think I want to add some plague panels to the sides of this tank just to make it look a little nicer.
I'm committing the sin of using heavy armor on the outside.
I don't really care.
Okay.
To me, it's not a sin if it's the practical thing to do.
It is the practical and only thing to do.
But, yeah. You gotta try picking up 7 Days to Die sometime. It's a lot of fun.
Is it a zombie survival
Yes.
game? Oh, that is unfortunate. I'm not quite a fan of those.
What do you got against it?
I don't know. I mean, it's just that I never got into this zombie survival genre.
Okay, that's fair enough. And some of the stuff that we have found in there just blows our minds sometimes. We had a farm that we came across where they were growing some kind of genetically modified corn, and it turns out that they were using people for fertilizer.
Quite literal Soylent Green.
Yeah.
Soylent Greens.
It's people. Soylent Green is
it's
people.
The corn is Soylent Greens.
More or less, yeah.
Is it bad if I laugh at this concept?
Not at all. There was one time we came across a it was like a hotel, and it looked like someone was at one point crawling around in the heating and air ducts above the hotel rooms, like so they could spy on people and probably drop down on them and murder them in their sleep.
That is concerning.
I thought it was too. But yeah, the whoever builds those maps put a lot of work into it, and I gotta say those guys are pretty good with what they do. Just catching back up here with chat. Madamadu says, I think lasers are very good because hit scan and they can do loads of damage. That is true. Not hard to make as well. Mark 3 says, that is a shame, but to each their own. If we all like the same stuff, the world would be very dull. You're probably right. Norman says, Heizmeister, it's a pretty good moddable survival game, especially if you turn down the zombie spawn to minimum. Let's see here. Mark 3 says, 2 questions for Heizmeister about his planned campaign. First, what are your thoughts on the Steam system? Second, would you object to laser-based craft?
Wait. I have actually the stream up here as well. First, what are your thoughts on Steam systems? You mean like Steam-based propulsion and energy generation? I think it is quite interesting, actually. A little bit loud sometimes, but I have been using Steam-based propulsion for quite some time now in some of my ships, and I think it's all right. Though it's a little bit difficult if you have to manage materials in a pinch. Then
yeah, I could see
as soon
that.
as you have no materials, you're screwed. And for the second question, would you object to laser? Absolutely not. No.
Actually, he has a airship,
I
and
was against lasers in the
yeah,
past,
in one of the
but not now.
airships that he was working on in one of his streams in German, it's pretty laser focused. So you might want to check that out, Ian. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you there.
No, it's all right. I was almost finished, though. I did install lasers on this as a main weapon and as a little defensive measure against nukes.
It looked like it'd eat up fuel awfully fast, though, with that kind of setup you got going on.
Oh yeah, it did.
Like crazy fast. Alright, so I added some plague to the left and right, just to kind of hide some of what the wheels were doing. The treads were clipping through the hull, and I thought it looked terrible, so I thought, what the hell, let's add a little extra armor on this, it'll be fine.
I actually want to fix this whole fuel issue. Though, let's be honest here, this has two laser systems. Two separate laser systems running. Then it's being held up in the air by custom jet engines and using custom jet engines as forward propulsion as well. So all this energy moving, this mass, has to come from somewhere.
I'd says the reason he was asking because there's only been a few Steam in the first video you published, and no specialized laser craft. Normal says, interesting questions. iMike3 says, also, hello Normal, fancy seeing you here. Mounted Madu says, what's a pleek for? The purpose of the applique is basically just to absorb damage from HESH or heat, but it'll probably get shot off in one hit anyway, so the purpose for it here is just mostly aesthetic, but I figure what the hell, if it can make this thing a little tankier, more power to us. So, yeah.
Oh, Ion, I should probably mention this. There is a specialized laser craft which has been actually quite around for some time. It's from one of my subscribers. I guess it's a very nice guy who actually builds quite efficient airships and submarines.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but I know who you're talking about.
It's JRG. It's his name, yeah.
And
he apparently knows a lot about lasers.
Yeah, he seemed like he's a pretty sharp guy.
Okay, I think I'm almost finished with this
If
turret.
you don't mind, I'm going to put some mimics over the laser bits here.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Did we want to mimic the particle cannon?
Oh, yeah, my bad. I completely forgot.
To mimic, it's all
my
right.
mistake, man. Yeah, I'll change this over to a particle cannon.
Nope. Probably, I just thought you forgot.
Particle tube.
This should look all right, I guess.
I might have to make them a little bit more beefier to hide the laser parts. Oh, actually, not really.
Yes. Make them very beefy.
Well, maybe just a little bit. Let's see here. Up and down scaling. We'll just bump that up just a little bit. Yes, that should work nicely. Forward, backward scaling. We can stretch this out a bit. And forward, backward
Then we could use a
positioning.
lens at the tip, I think. Ah, it looks actually better than I thought.
What do you think? I mean, I kind of want to put something on the end of it just to make it look more interesting.
Yeah, it certainly looks futuristic.
You said the particle cannon lenses? I think we can make that work.
Actually the pipe lenses.
Yes. Let's see here. Do we want to have like one of them to cover both of them, or do we want to have like want them to have like their own?
Let's have each their own lens.
We can do that. And then we will do the forward backward positioning. Up, down. Bring that up to about there. How's that look?
Fantastic.
I like it.
Can we elongate the lenses a little bit?
We probably could, yeah. Do we have the volume for it? Actually...
no, I mean the mimic.
Oh.
Just stretching the mimic a bit.
Are you talking about for the lenses or for the...
I meant for the tip. The particle... I was talking about the particle cannon lenses. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. Something more like maybe forward scale 2?
Yeah.
Something like this. What do you think of that? I think that looks incredible.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh yeah, there it is.
Don't forget, this thing still needs sensors.
Whoops.
Hey, Rattler. Thank you for joining the stream. Hope everything's going well for you today. He says use ERE and lose 20% of health when they get shot off.
Wait, do we need? Yeah, we need sensors.
Yeah, we probably need some sensors.
Sensors that specialize in tracking, or maybe that have a faster update rate of more detections per second. Yeah, that's the correct term.
And I think I want to put some ERA on this turret here to make it look a little bit more fancy. I'm thinking something like this. It was a good call on redoing the turret, though. That made the block count come down quite a bit, it looks like.
How much time do you have left?
About half an hour.
Okay, that's more than enough.
So I'm wondering...
At least I hope.
Dama's having an idea. Let's see here. Oh, that's not the piece I was looking for. Particle cannon.
It's not the piece you're looking.
These are not the pieces you were looking for.
No, totally not.
Yes. I did some artwork on the side of the turret there. I don't know if it looked better just like one continuous piece, but I thought I'd give that a try.
Oh, are those
Yes.
mimics?
I figured the
okay.
mimics would be cheaper than using the actual blocks, so that's why I did it that way.
Yeah, way cheap.
That and it'll have the same structural strength as a an armor block, like a metal block.
Okay, I've integrated some detection systems into this turret.
I see that.
Now the question is how to make this look alright.
Mimics? Or did you have something else in mind? I Mark III says use gimbals, yeah. And as you know,
gimbal.
set the AI to a very short tracking time. Yeah, we're on top of that. Mounted Madhu says it's a nice looking turret. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. It needs to be pointy.
Yeah, Heizmeister over here channeling his inner orc.
Wait, yeah, orcs have pointy stuff.
Oh yeah, everything is pointy.
And red. Everything is pointy.
Alright, so are we wanting to do the weapons testing then, I guess?
Yeah, we could.
What were we going to name this version of it?
I have not thought of a name just yet. I mean, the earlier suggestion was the Annihilator, but I think this name's already taken. Oh, there it is.
I'll just save it as a Mark III for now, and we'll come up with a name later.
Mark. Yep, since this is basically the third version.
I'll despawn the Mark II.
Listening.
And do we want to use another targeting dummy, or do we want to spawn in some aircraft for this thing to shoot at? What's your plan?
I'm going to set up the... Oh wait, the AI has been set up. The detection systems have not yet been set up correctly. Yeah, which... Okay, there we go.
Mark III says he likes the way we done the turret there. Thank you, Ion.
Thank you, Ion. We need a detection system.
Do we not have one?
We have a wireless snooper. We still need some kind of like wireless camera. I mean 360-degree camera.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, that would be useful.
Oh, I know exactly where to install it.
Don't worry about it, Madhu. So most of the people who tend to subscribe to my stuff, actually a surprisingly large number of them's from Europe, and English isn't their native language. So yeah, don't worry about it. Which that's been like a huge surprise for me. How many of my subscribers tend to be from Europe, but I'm cool with this. I'm not complaining at all. I think there's only like maybe a handful are actually Americans. Yeah, Ryler's just confirming using an IR tracker, which I believe, yeah, Heizmeister already has one of those on here. He is currently adding a 360 camera. Are you just putting it on that one side?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. I am. An IR tracker has the highest detection per second, the highest rate of detection per second.
Yeah, I think it takes a little bit more processing power than the normal gimbal camera, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, it does. But I guess for laser you could. I mean, you have to rely on many accurate detections. It's basically a hit scan weapon. Okay, this should be almost it. Emphasis on almost.
Right. You're adding another camera to the top here, it looks like?
I'm thinking whether I should add a gimbal camera, a normal visual gimbal camera, or a 90-degree camera.
Probably a 90-degree, I think.
Just checking. IR camera has angular error of 0.1. Oh. I mean, the angular error is better on the visual tracker, but
Madu says English is his native language. I'm just trash at it. Yeah, that's cool, man. We know what you're saying.
Decisions. Okay. 90-degree camera it is. We still have the processing power for this. Okay, I'm finished.
Excellent. All right, you want to...
Wait, no, I'm not.
Okay, what'd you forget?
Surge protectors.
Oh, yeah, that could be a good thing. I think the Twin Guard, which we're going up against next, they're pretty EMP heavy.
Yes. Unfortunately, they are.
But you do have a whole lot of heavy armor in there, so it might negate a lot of that.
Okay, now I'm officially finished.
All right. Now, for those of you who are new to the stream, I tend to name things after heavy metal songs. But yeah, I'm open for suggestions on this thing. I'll go ahead and save it just to be safe.
Yep, me too.
And we will spawn in something for this to shoot at. Do we want to start with something simple and work our way up, or what do you have in mind here?
How about something simple first? Maybe a flyer. Let's test it against aircraft.
Okay, I'll bring in a few dusters.
Oh, there it goes. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it one-shotted the first duster. It seems like it's... Oh, there it goes. That second one took a little bit longer to kill, I noticed.
Did it miss?
It missed several times.
Okay, this could be a problem.
Let me try spawning in 2 more. Or even 3.
I'm correcting the detection systems right now.
Check to see if the inaccuracy on the turret blocks itself are set correctly.
Turret blocks always have the lowest inaccuracy as a default.
Okay.
Lasers should have the lowest one as well. Yeah, they do.
No harm in checking.
Laser combined. And size is 5. Apply to all.
Okay, iMark3 says the duster was kind of grounding on the surface there a little bit. That's probably why it missed a few times there. But it downed like 3 of those air dusters in like less than 5 seconds. So
let's
a couple
do this
of
again.
Gothas this time. Something with a bit more meat to them.
Okay, I see now that the bottom of our laser turret is exposed. I totally forgot to armor this.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is why.
Yeah, let me spawn in something to deal with these guys here real quick. Let's see.
I need to armor up the laser turret. It has material storage, I think. And does it have repair bots?
I think it might, unless you remove them.
Did I? No, I didn't. I died again.
Don't worry, I'm trying to spawn something in here. Dadgummit. I meant to spawn in the devil dog. Ah, you piece of shit. Okay, let's try that again. This is like a little fighter that I made.
Whole armor is holding up.
That somewhat resembles an F-16. It's extremely fast. And it seemed to make a decent fighter. I fight about 130 meters a second. It's usually pretty good for like avoiding most anti-air fire. Unless you're like up against hit scan weapons, of course.
By the way, shouldn't this tank have moved?
Get another devil dog out here to get rid of these guys. I turned off its movement AI.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's why. Don't mind me, I'm just
No, you're fine.
puzzled.
But yeah, that's the devil dog. I wanted to make it look kind of like a F-16, and I'm wondering if I'm going to use it in the campaign or not.
May need to add a few repair bots to the turret. I mean, the whole tank. Just a few.
I'm going to delete these devil dogs. Of course, named after a Sabaton song of the same name.
Yep, it's finally repairing.
In case those of you didn't know, a devil dog is what is a nickname that the U.S. Marine Corps got from the German Army during World War I. Mark3 asks, did you average the detectors? And you might want to check the AI averaging time. If it's missing a small target that much, also, yes, that is a 2Q laser. The Devil Dog, I think it's about 9K. Modus is asking how expensive the Devil Dog is. Yeah, it's about 9K, and I don't think I have any missile countermeasures on it whatsoever, but it just so nippy, it just doesn't really need them.
I've increased bearing and range averaging time, by the way, and speed calculation time has been increased as well. Playing around with those settings a little bit. This should be it. Also, I could possibly, maybe, add a shield to this.
Okay, that would probably be helpful.
Actually, I'm gonna add it to the secondary turret.
Which one are you working on?
The one I spawned right next to the one that got shot.
Oh, okay.
Because it didn't take too long to. It did take too long to repair.
Yeah, it is pretty cheap there, Madusa. Crazy thing though is, up till maybe like last year, I rarely, if ever, built any aircraft from the devs because they just seem like ever since they redid the mechanics of the wing parts, they always had a nasty habit of going into space. iMark3 says, you want to reduce the averaging times for hit scan weapons for firing at a small agile target. Increasing the averaging time is what you do for fighting bigger, slower stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did, but I increased it only to about. Alright, let me check. 1 second.
I'm gonna get rid of this busted lazy boy here. I figured since you're only working on the
averaging time on this one?
The one that's fully healed there.
Averaging time is 0.31 seconds.
I want to see how fast this thing's going. It looked like it was moving along there at a pretty good speed. Yeah, 37 meters a second for a tank ain't too bad at all.
Where is it?
Where is what?
Oh, the lazy boy. Oh, it's just there. Actually, we could try this again with spawning something in.
Okay.
Now that
let me turn off the AI for the Devil Dog, or at least the weapons for it. Do we want to go with a single Gotha this time?
Yeah, let's go with a single Gotha. On it's dead.
Yeah. That went pretty quickly.
I will monitor the engine readouts during the fight.
Okay.
And let's try this again. I mean, the laser has been recharged.
How about we get something a little more beefy and just turn off the AI so we can better monitor that? Sound good?
Oh no, I'm in build mode because I would like to see its combat performance while moving.
No, I mean spawn in something like a bison so it gets more shots off before it kills the target.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, you mean the enemy's AI?
Yes. We'll just turn off the that so we can kind of get an idea.
How's it doing?
It's got like 300 some odd laser damage, almost, yeah, just past 40k laser damage.
Oh, I see. It burned a nice way into the bison.
Mm-hmm.
Still burning. I think we have created something awesome right here.
I agree. I mean, it doesn't quite have the power of the war pig, but you know, for like aircraft and punching through light armor, I think this thing will excel at very well.
Oh yeah, just making sure that all detection systems can.
What's the power consumption on this like?
All detection systems are detecting.
Not bad.
Power consumption?
Yeah.
What's it at for you?
It's showing about 800-900 leftover power from the engine.
Is the battery alright?
The battery. Do we even really need a battery if we're just going to?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need one.
Okay. Battery seems like it's doing okay. It's barely taking any power out of it.
That is.
iMark3 wants to know how much damage is it generating per shot. Yes.
Shot.
Also, he says, okay, yeah, that is good then. Just lower use to half a second or lower. I think part of it might be that some of your detection only works in the turret's forward arc. Kinda, sorta. We got a 360 camera mounted on the side.
And a wireless snooper in the hole,
Yes,
by the
there is
way.
also a wireless snooper. Mark III also says means it doesn't sense the target before the turret is already pretty much on target, but that normally matters for ballistic weapons more. Yeah. It's still doing a lot of damage to this
Damage
tanky.
per shot is 3,840.
So that should have one-shot metal beams, right?
Yes, it does one-shot metal beams, and since it has 2 laser outputs, it also one-shots heavy armor beams.
Yeah, are both of the lasers firing or just one? Because I'm only seeing one beam come out of this.
Oh yeah, it's because the output regulator is currently controlling the laser.
Okay, that's not a problem. I just...
How's it now?
Yeah, we got 2 now. Or maybe they're just so
Okay.
close together I couldn't see them. Can we change the color or the size of the laser beam itself?
Should I make it smaller?
It's already pretty small. I would say bump it up to like maybe a 3 or a 4, and make it either blue or red. Just something where we could see it a lot more clearly than just white. Gonna spawn in another bison for us for target practice.
Oh,
Ooh, that looks a lot
Pokemon
better.
die?
I'm not sure what color you went with there, but that looks a hell of a lot better.
I just love to use cyan lasers.
Yeah, it looks great.
Cyan and light blue.
I think I might have got a snapshot of it for you so you could see it. Yes.
Oops. Saved the wrong vehicle.
I sent a screenshot of it to you so you could see what the laser looks like.
Okay. Yep, that's the color I was going with. Thank you.
Mod Deuce says maybe we could call this the Dust Devil.
Dust Devil. Wait, isn't this like a type of whirlwind?
Whirlwind, those are missile batteries, though.
Right.
Call it Bad Company.
Bad company. Oh.
Yeah, who was it? Five Finger Death Punch did a cover of that song. Pretty good, I might say, too. Barab487, another one of my new subscribers. Thanks for dropping by and saying hello. Yes, we are making a laser tank. But I probably need to hop off here in a little less than 15 minutes. But I think we have what we're looking for, Heizmeister.
We certainly do have what we are looking for.
Is the fuel consumption on it pretty crazy?
It's manageable.
We can live with that.
I mean, I'm used to increased fuel consumption in the current version, but...
Yeah, we have actually been using the tank destroyer ion in our ashes, and Heitzmeister is very pleased with the upgrades that you've done to it.
Very, very pleased, in fact.
That was a pretty fun build.
Now we still have 30 volume to play with.
Mm-hmm. You thinking maybe some decorations, or what you have in mind?
I don't know. For the first part, I think we could remove some general purpose processing cards. We don't need that many.
Mm-hmm.
Then this AI should prioritize fast targets. Targets that are very high up in the air.
I think the front could use
Close
some
target.
headlights. Now that I'm thinking about it. Let's see here. Decorations. Put some neon lights on this. Something like that, I'm thinking.
Yeah. let's do it. So the AI is back here, and there are general purpose processing cards.
And I think on this turret here, I'm gonna put like a spotlight.
Spotlight.
Well, it's got to see what it's shooting at in the dark, right?
Wait, you can put the spotlight on the secondary laser turret, set the range to maximum, and
Yeah, it'd be like a
well,
searchlight.
This should work up to 500 meters, I guess. Still, a range which you can easily achieve in Ashes of the Empire.
Ashes, yeah, 500 meters is probably medium to long range there. Rattler is asking if we have an intra-vehicle transmitter. And iMark3 says, excellent, all is well in the name of high explosive DAC. I'm assuming he's talking about the tank destroyer we made. We haven't really decided on a name there, Mod Deuce.
Wait, you mean the big cram cannon?
Yes.
Or
he's talking about the cram cannon tank destroyer that we made in the last stream.
I think we have decided on the name.
Yeah, we called it the Gustav.
The mini
yes.
Gustav. So cute. So
deadly. Oh yeah. That thing was doing crazy damage against Onyx Watch too.
And it propelled itself backwards for about 20 meters when shooting. Made for some nice effects. Now, does it have material storage?
I am not entirely sure, but
Nope.
Would it need it?
Non-material storage to be called.
Well, I guess it would need it for repair bots. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I'm adding just a little bit of material storage here.
No idea where, but I'm imagining you could probably swap one of these fuel tanks out for material storage.
Oh, I still have some room within the between the laser assembly and the local weapon controller.
This is a pretty nippy little tank too.
Oh yeah,
very quick. Looks like the Devil Dog ran out of resources here.
I am turning off the local weapon controller that's inside the main hull, and let's see how the local weapon controller inside the turret handles things, but not before I have tweaked its failsafe a little bit.
I think also at some point we should try testing this against probably maybe a Garnet or two just to see how it works.
Yep. Actually, let's do this right now before you have to leave, unfortunately. Maximum range to engage, by the way, is 1,500 meters, because I don't want to lose that much laser energy. And Garnet spawned. There we go.
Looks like it's having a hard time trying to get on target there. Oh, there we go. Already shot out its engine. I don't know why the turret just can't, like, turn around and shoot at it, but...
Oh yeah, that would be my experiment with the local weapon controller. I think the experiment has ended.
Fair enough. There we go. Yeah, I did it in about 4 or 5 shots. That's not bad.
Okay, we could try this again with weapon controller now fully on.
Alright.
Yeah, that's much better. It basically one-shots components.
I might have to try this laser setup in a dedicated anti-airship.
Ah yeah, I can see that those twin guard flyers all the problems we will have with them are going to be vanishing quite quickly.
Yeah, and this thing will punch holes through armor too, so yeah, I think dual purpose, it'll probably fill that role pretty well. Would we like to make any other changes to it?
No, I think this is all right for the first iteration of this vehicle. Yeah.
Oh, and there's something I wanted to show you here real quick that I've been working on for my campaign, if that's all right.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
It's a heavy bomber, somewhat inspired by the oh, what was that bomber that we first made? The Sword in the Wind? Yeah. If I can find the blueprint for it. Well, here's the prop version of it. The current version of it actually has custom jet engines, but I can't seem to find it at the moment.
Does it drop missiles?
Yes.
Ah. Is it a high altitude bomber?
Yes. I can just remember where the hell I saved the more up-to-date blueprint to. That'd be helpful. Here it is. There's a custom jet engine version of it. It still needs some mimic work done to it. But yeah, it's got loads and loads of bombs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I probably need to do something with these Deady Blades in here because they're clipping through the nose of the plane. But yeah, it's pretty fast.
Oh, it even has
and it flies at about 700-800 meters. Yeah.
Engines.
I'm gonna hide those with mimics later on, but I've been pretty happy with it.
Actually, should we spawn in one last vehicle for our laser tank to
Sure.
demolish?
What'd you have in mind?
How about something from Twin Guard?
Okay, I Mark 3 seems to think that the laser lacks some piercing power.
It does.
Okay.
Does it?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the stats for it here.
It has 121 AP.
Yeah. Let's try this Japachi. I think it's dead already. Yeah, AI dead. That's always a good sign, right? Let's see what this one's like.
That was fast. Oh, that's a bigger one.
Yes, it looks like it had some sub-vehicles spawn in with it.
Not like that's gonna help.
Yeah, it looks like it's struggling just a little bit with the main unit, but I don't know. Maybe we should have the targeting card. Maybe have it prioritize smaller, faster craft.
It does prioritize smaller, faster craft.
I just thought it'd be going for the smaller ones, but it seems like it's going for the biggest right now.
It's going for the closest.
Oh, okay.
If it can't go for the smallest, yeah. Since the laser has a max range of 1,500 meters. And yeah, the bigger one is already AI dead.
Alright. Do we want to...
Oh, that's why it wasn't going for the smaller one.
What happened?
The smaller one is AI dead as well.
Okay. There's one more flyer that these guys use. I'm going to go ahead and spawn it in. We'll probably have to call it a stream after that. That didn't last long.
Wait, it's already AI dead?
Yeah. That's hardly a fair fight, but like I keep saying, commanders don't like fair fights.
Nope. And I like a successful building project.
Oh yeah, this thing's going to do some amazing work, I think. Anyway, guys, I'm afraid I'm probably going to have to wrap up the stream there. I got somewhere I got to be in about 30 minutes. Actually, I might be able to go a little bit longer. Nah. Let's just go ahead and call it there. If you're cool with that anyway, Heizmeister.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, I guess we'll be... Oh, Mod Deuce wants to know what we're going to call this thing. Did we decide?
Let's have a day or two to think about it.
Fair enough. We'll just leave it as a Lazy Boy Mark III then for now. I'm sure we'll announce it when we spawn it into our co-op, which has been going amazingly well.
Oh, well, we had a few hiccups.
We always
yeah,
do. It seems like every time we start with a new faction to fight against, we always have like a hiccup or two. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to end it there. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. This has been Dama.82 with my buddy Heizmeister. Y'all have yourselves a hell of a day and keep your hammer high. Later.
Bye.